Cringe flex. Cringe flex. I can't get over that line. Theo said cringe flex. I love her, man. Hey guys, it's me, Cruel. Welcome back to another reaction video here on this YouTube channel. And today we have TAEYEON with 2X. This is her new song from a few days ago, and I'm definitely very excited for this because I'm a huge TAEYEON fan. And I've been reacting to her for a long time now. Same as with SNSD when they had their last, 2 years ago, I guess, their reunion now, almost. Jesus Christ. I reacted to literally everything of their variety shows and appearances anywhere and everywhere. So if you want to follow that journey and rewatch all of that with me as a first impression reaction, they're all over on Patreon with a link in the pinned comment. Check them out and let's get into TAEYEON with 2X. Let's get it. I've not seen teasers of this whatsoever. I've only heard about someone in my Discord saying that this is a bit different for TAEYEON. I don't want to pause too much, but there's so much going on, so I kind of have to. So where are we? Like a submarine or something? Like some old house it looks like, right? Looks like some old house. Yeah. I have a lot of little like torn out pieces from like newspaper articles or something. Or maybe a book. I think it looks like a book more so. Oh, the rhythm, the way she sings it. Cringe flex. Cringe flex. I can't get over that line. Theo said cringe flex. I love her, man. The only flaw you said was that there's none. Like cringe flex, but I just liked it. Cringe flex. Okay, let's go. Wait, the absence from my own day. Yeah. Oh, TAEYEON with R&B? Yo, this is like late 2000s pop R&B from like America or something, like Justin Timberlake or something. Yeah, I like that for her. She's low-key sing-rapping, by the way, I wanna say. Oh, he's even standing there, that's spooky. So, it's like about someone in the past, I feel like, right? Or she's like... This is such a weird, awkward situation they're in. Because it looks like she's been either trapped somewhere, or maybe she's the one that's following him around, I don't know. But they're in similar places. I mean, we see them together in just different shots, right? I can't quite tell where it's supposed to be here. Is he like in some cellar or something, and we look through the stairs here? Is it supposed to be the past? I think it's the past. Oh, the scatting from here. Upside down. Yeah, it's a past, okay. Before we get into the second pre-chorus here and kind of wrap it up and then go into bridge and last chorus, which is usually a really cool part in K-pop songs, right? So before we get into that, I want to talk about the song itself a bit more. Or just in general what this is for TAEYEON. I feel like, yes, the person... I'm sorry, I need to drink something. Somehow my throat was all of a sudden very dry. So yeah, the person in my Discord completely correct. This is definitely very different for TAEYEON feeling. It reminds me a little bit of like a Cold as Hell song, which is a B-side of one of her previous albums. It is quite dark in terms of the feeling we get from watching it, the story, and even her singing, really. Like emotionally, it's quite sorrow. And I think that's something that TAEYEON does quite well, but also does very rarely. because this is like a sorrow where she's in control. How do I say this correctly now, or how to explain this? What I'm saying is she has sorrowful songs, sad songs, but those are actually more often than not, they're really sad in a melodramatic way about her own life. So she's like in a really depressive state, for example, and talks about something that she has experienced. There's a song about her dad, for example, right? Those kind of things. There's a song called My Tragedy, which kind of probably also talks about her dad a bit. But yeah, it's interpretive. Who knows really, except her probably. But it is very clear that that's what she's good at when she does sorrowful songs. But she rarely ever does songs where the sorrow is in her control. What I'm trying to say is she's telling a story of someone else's sorrow and how she interacted with that. I feel like that is definitely quite rare for her, and I think that's cool though, because I always like new things happening. And I personally think even this title track is not the song that I would end up listening to in the end too much. Who knows though? But if that happens, I think that'd be fine, because then there's a whole album, right, to check out and also listen to those songs. So I feel like if this song is a bit experimental and the rest of the album is more usual TAEYEON, I don't think that's a bad thing whatsoever. However, if this is a conceptually coherent album with all sorrowful songs like this one, I also wouldn't mind. It's just that then if I don't like the style, it would be like a sad disappointment, I guess. But I still think experimenting and doing new things is better than sticking to what you're good at for all your life. You know? Sure, you need to know when to stick to your stuff that you're good at, because you also need to build a fan base and need to build upon what you're good at, right? But at the same time, changing is good. Alright, let's get it. That was a long talk, my bad. Everything is upside down. Even the car. I don't know why the t-shirt is so important, or is it just an example here? Even the road is shifting upwards. Interesting. So it's definitely some kind of Inception music video though. The worlds are kind of unrealistic. Oh. In this shot, she looked like she is the guy. The guy is upside down and kind of like a butterfly. And then she's upside down on the road. I think that's the wing of the butterfly. Oh, that's a really cool shot. I don't know how they did that. Looked like some book you flip through, but that looked really cool. Oh. Oh yeah, okay, he definitely seems very scary here. Forcing her to watch it? Yeah. Okay, they looked happy there for a while. Narcissist. Is it narcissist or narcissism? I'm not sure. Wait, the house is tiny because the paper fell on it. The paper fell on it, so the house is actually tiny. So, wait, what does that mean? Is he like a doll and just in her imagination? Is this like a... She has a kind of like Barbie doll house where he is a character in there, like as a doll, and she imagined to be together with him, but then it turned out to be abusive or something? Is it that, or is this just imagery, right? It could just be imagery. But why would they do that though? Why would they show that the paper's falling? Maybe she actually just killed him, right? Maybe she actually locked him in that house and burnt the house. And now she's kind of, like, of course she feels better because she's free, but also she obviously feels bad because she killed someone. And then she sometimes thinks back to how they also had a good time eventually in the past. So all those things are still kind of haunting her. That could also be it. So actually, that's a very dark thing. And like, she's the villain, right? In a way, I guess. I mean, if it was abusive and stuff, I don't know. I guess it's a... they're both evil, I guess, in a way. Some would say maybe she just did self-defense by doing that, but I don't know. That's like a very another topic I don't want to get into now. That's like, I guess, a perspective thing here. But they're both not innocent, that's for sure. You know, so interesting story. I do think I missed a few hints here and there that might connect everything together better that I had in my brain already. But do let me know in the comments if you caught up on that a bit better than I did. And sorry for hitting the mic just now. Yeah, do let me know. Maybe you can piece it better together than I could here. But that was really interesting. This is only her 5th mini album. To me, that feels crazy that she only had 5. I think she had 2 or 3 full albums now. But I always felt TAEYEON had a lot more music than this. It just always feels like that she has a lot more. I don't know why, but sure. It has 6 songs, which is really cool. This one and 5 others. So there's not even an intro. So actually, it's a pretty long mini album for today's day and age. I'm really curious about one thing, however, because it is also in today's day and age very popular that well, K-pop songs just are like 2.5 minutes long, right? And if that's the case, 6 songs on the album are not that crazy. And yeah, it is somewhat still true. 250, 316, 250, 255, 310, 251. So the average is below 3 minutes, around 255, 257-ish, something like that. Not the craziest in terms of like short length songs, right? Since there's definitely a lot of albums these days where most songs are like 2 minutes 30, 2 minutes 20, which is wild to me. This is definitely more of what it used to be, but still shorter, if that makes sense, right? Because the average, I think, a few years ago, even like 2 years ago or before, is probably around 3 minutes 10. Something like that. 3 minutes 10, 3 minutes 15 is probably the average, and here it is 20 seconds shorter on average. That is definitely a big difference, but it's not quite 40 seconds or 30 seconds shorter on average, right? Anyway, TAEYEON with 2X, that's that. I think I have said everything I can. I personally think, though, once again as a recap, I think this is nice to see a different concept from TAEYEON. I appreciate it. It is very slow and no high note, you know, it is very like non-hype, I want to say. It is a lot more what earlier TAEYEON songs to me were. I feel like a lot of earlier TAEYEON songs were very artistical in their own way, but not really hype, like you think of as a title track in K-pop. I feel like she kind of changed that with Spark a little bit. Since then, it has been a lot more hype and like catchiness, even with Weekend and all of those. Even Girls Speak Out, her Japanese one, and maybe even Voice, Japanese one. I feel like there's a lot of hype title tracks she had. But it's interesting to see her go back a little bit to more slower paced title track. But yeah, very curious to check out the album. Will probably eventually do that. Thank you so much, however, for watching my reaction video here on YouTube. If you enjoyed, leave a like on the video. Subscribe if you haven't yet to see more in the future. And once again, as per usual, more TAEYEON and SNSD reactions in a pinned comment in some playlists for YouTube, as well as a link to Patreon stuff, which includes a hell of a lot of SNSD live stages and variety shows. Check them out. Have a nice day and peace.